Name is Wali Amusa.
Mr. Amusa, could you spell it for us, please?
Wale. Wale. Last name is Amusa. AMUSA. I'm the co-chair of the Campaign for Human Dignity, an organization that was formed many decades ago to protect the legacy, the dignity of this community, and to seek respect and fairness and respectful treatment of the voters in the city of St. Louis. We requested a meeting with Mr. Mckee to discuss the issues surrounding the naming of this facility. Mr. Mckee refused to meet. Missouri was founded 200 years ago in August of 1821 as a slave state. Here we are 200 years later. We have a developer that thinks it's okay, that it is okay to appropriate unto himself any aspect of the legacy of black people in this community, and then refuse the simple courtesy of sitting down, meeting with the people, and looking for what we call a path towards reasonableness. So we're here today to let Mr. Mckee and his board of directors know this is an injustice.
Right.
It is insane to disrespect an entire community, to refuse to meet, to think you can take any aspect of anybody's legacy and misuse it without any readiness to sit down. What is so outrageous about sitting down and meeting with the representatives of this community? The mayor of the city of St. Louis has called for a change of the name. The comptroller of the city of St. Louis has called for the change of the name. The congresswoman that represents this city has called for a change of the name. The license collector of the city of St. Louis has called for a change of the name. All the state representative Kimberly Ann Collins has joined State Representative Rashid in calling for the change of the name. Several aldermen, Percy Green, Jamala Rogers, many community organizations, the Homo G. Phillips Nurses Association, Nurses Association, people who fought very hard, worked for decades at that hospital before it was closed down. They have called for Mr. Paul Mckee to sit down and talk to the community. So as long as Mr. Mckee thinks it's okay to disrespect people in this community, there shall be no peace.
Right.
Let us be clear. This is 2021. This is 200 years after a slave state, Missouri, came into existence. I'll be done if anybody thinks there will be peace in this community when you simply refuse to meet with the representatives of this community. In closing, I'd like to say this. We're kicking off a small petition drive today, calling on other political leaders, religious leaders, civic leaders,